What's up guys, today we're going to be doing an LED headlight bulb conversion on my 91 E30. I already previously converted my E30 from the old sealed beam headlights to a projector style. The projector style on mine are out of another E30, so they're just factory projector style, and I've already done the harness so that they can now take 9006 bulbs. But what we're going to do today is I just got some cheap LED bulbs off of Amazon. I actually picked these because I actually bought this exact same brand and actually the same bulb for my daily driver, and I've used those for a little over a year now, and they've been just fine. Haven't lost any brightness. They don't seem to have gone dim, and even the little cooling fans on the back seem to be holding up just fine. One thing I did notice, however, is the ones I just bought looked different, and so I actually went to my daily and took those bulbs out, and these are the same brand, same bulbs, but the one I bought a year ago actually has like this little resistor block. The fan is a little bit different, has a little bit beefier cooling fans, and then if you can see on the diode has like that little lip, and I'm guessing that helps with the dispersion of light. So I'd be really interested to see the differences between those versus these. Yeah, it looks like they even have a different diode set up now, and then there's no more resistor block either, so be really interesting to see the differences. I might even plug these up on one side and these on the other just to do a basic comparison to see what the actual differences are. So now we'll get started. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I actually converted my E30 to these projector style headlights. These aren't the smileys or the European style lights, or even the eBay depot lights. These are actually factory OEM headlights. Can't quite remember what I sourced them off of, but it basically converts them from these sealed beams, which are these, to these. And it's a super easy conversion. You basically have bolt there, a bolt there, and a bolt there that's behind this grill assembly, which if you've ever worked on one of these cars, you know it's incredibly simple. There's a little Phillips head screw down there, there's another one down there, and then there's a couple of clips up under the hood, and then this whole grill assembly comes out. Really easy. And then you take those 3 screws out, and then the whole headlight assembly comes out. The hardest part is just making the harness, because this is what the sealed beams have on the back. And then on the 9006 bulbs, it has the 2 pins, which is the bulb that actually fits into these headlights. So now what we'll do is we'll open the hood, and I'll show you the tools that we need to do this job. So once we have the hood open, the only tool we actually really needed for this job was light, because back on the E30s, all they have are these little push tabs that you just turn and pull out. That's it. No tool required. And then you just pull this little plastic thing away, and then there you go. There's the harnesses, there's your bulbs, and then it's pretty easy to tell this one's the projector. And that's it. The hardest one is actually the driver's side, and the only thing that makes it hard is the ABS assembly is in the way. But I'll videotape that one as well, and then I will replug in the battery, and I will show you what it looks like. And I decided I wanted to show you what it looks like right now with the just regular halogen bulbs. This car doesn't get driven a lot at night, so these bulbs are pretty much brand new. So I figured I would at least show this process. Some of you might point out, why did I do the harness this way? Frankly, I could have spliced the OEM harness, cut the original connector out, and soldered that in, and I might do that one day. But my thought with this car is there aren't a lot of 318s anymore. Most people have engine swapped them and done stuff to them. And I've changed mine to electric fans. But if I ever do want to convert this back to just completely stock, this is a relatively easy mod to reverse. But in the meantime, I do want better light output. So what we have to do is disconnect this connector. This connector is going to be a little bit different because, again, this is just a part store connector that I did when I converted this. But that connector will plug into this, and then that will go into the back of the housing, and then we will have LED lights. Now, it goes without saying, don't touch the glass. Also, don't touch the diode on these bulbs because they are very sensitive, and the oils on your hands could impact the longevity of the bulb. Okay, so now I'll unplug that, plug that one in, and we'll give it a shot and see what it looks like. So we have put the new bulb in. Honestly, I'm not going to show a comparison of this bulb versus the one out of my daily because there is really no difference. I'm guessing the resistor might be built in now. That might be part of the design change. I will say the fan on this one seems to be quieter, but that just could be, again, the one out of my daily that gets driven quite a lot early in the morning and at night. The fan on that one seems to be a little bit loud, but that could just be because of the use. But overall, I'm very impressed with the output. There's the halogen on the driver's side and the new LED on that side. So I'll show you the process of doing that side, and then we'll wrap this up. So we got that side all back together, which was just put the plastic cover back in and put the two pins at the top. On the driver's side, same thing. Got one of these pins. Yeah, another one of these pins. They come loose, and then you have the little breather box tube down there, which I'm gonna move out of the way. Which is, again, hard to do with one hand. So let me put the camera down. I will move that out of the way and pull this up, and then you can see it's the same process as the passenger. Simple as unscrewing the bulb, getting the bulb out. Again, don't touch the bulb with your hands, or the glass with your hands, and then undo this connector, plug that connector into the back of the new LED bulb, and reinstall the cover. Okay, as you can hear, the little cooling fans are humming along. And we've got this installed, got the boot installed for the intake. And the only thing left to do now is close the hood. Step back and admire the work. So much better. And I will be going through and aligning the light using the adjustment screws in the back, as anyone who changes out headlights to a brighter bulb such as LED should do, just so you can make sure it's not too high, so you're not blinding people when you drive. But that's it. Easy job. You get to have really nice lights.